What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get into gold, silver, and cryptos. It's funny because last night I could have swore I did this video. Could have swore I did this one, but I didn't. There was an article I was reading about Bitcoin really dropping, and then something about gold hitting. It's been kind of on the downside just a little bit. And then I was thinking, no, it's time. We're in this right about now. They should all of them should start going up here. And lo and behold, this morning I was like, oh, I didn't release it. Now it just looks like I'm in hindsight. Anyways, you guys, if you're thinking about buying precious metals right now, obviously is the time. There's too much stuff happening out there. I'll cover in just a second. If you are in the United States or Puerto Rico and you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and it will give you a free half ounce of silver. You guys know I got this alternative channel. It's the hidden things in front of your eyes. It's going really good. These are articles in which I just share my opinion on a lot of the most current events, as well as share anything that you guys might think is important. You guys know I got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. We talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. I encourage you to come join us over here. It is free to do so. The link is down in the description. All right, so when I woke up this morning, I was just talking to my neighbor before he went to work. And he's like, what's going on with the cryptocurrencies? I said, there's all kinds of crap going on, but as well as with gold and silver. And he's like, when do you expect it to go up? I said, I expect to start taking off again here real soon. When I came to do my video, I was like, oh, gosh dang it, it's already taken off. Look at this. Bitcoin up $2,121. Nice jump. Okay, that is pretty good jump. It actually got down into the 29,000 marks. Look at this. Ethereum, here's the thing. Ethereum's been holding its level. When you see these huge up and down swings on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the one currency that's been pretty much consistent has been Ethereum. It doesn't go down very much and it hasn't gone up very much. $94 is a pretty good jump. Of course, we like to see this. Again, the day's just starting. We'll see what happens. XRP's at 26.32. XLM's at 20. Look at it. It's passing up XRP. I never thought I would see that, to be quite honest with you. And I'm still kicking myself in the ass at about 56,000 XLM. I bought them when they were like 0.0006 and then swapped them out. I'm just curious. Let's see. 56,000 is what I had. It's just a little over. So let's see your times. 0.2683. I'm just curious real quick. Was it 2683? Yeah. $15,024. Yeah. That's the thing, man. Once you guys are investing in stuff, you can't get too excited about good news, too down about bad news. You got to stay very grounded. Whenever you see stocks or investments of any kind drop, just hang tight. Don't sell. You only incur a loss once it drops, right? So right now, I have a feeling that cryptos are going to go on a little bit of a run, but there is some level of hesitation I have about it, and I'll share it with you in a minute. But look at these gains: 7%, 8%, 11%, 10%, 10%, 13%, 12%. These are what I look at, not how much money went up, because that doesn't matter. It's the percentage of change from its original value. Okay, if you guys are interested in buying cryptocurrencies, there's a link down in the description. You can follow it, and it'll give you $10 just for following the link and signing up. It takes you over to Coinbase, okay? Gold and silver finally waking up just a little bit. They've been pretty, horizontal recently, but silver's going to take off, okay? You want to know why? Look at this, almost $26.50 already. The reason is, you see these Green New Deals that Biden's getting ready to push, they're killing the oil industry purposely and trying to shove everybody into the Green New Deals. And that is going to affect the value of silver, because a lot of our modern technology uses silver, but also solar panels do. And there's a scarcity around the world. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to continue to try to manipulate the value of silver, because they will, all right? But what I'm saying is, all this time that the price has been flat, you should have been stocking up as much as you can possibly get your hands on and not feeling, depressed because it hasn't been moving one way or another. And then a lot of people made a mistake and went over to cryptocurrencies because they see all this action. Yeah, stick with the silver, but don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of cryptocurrencies, but I am smart enough to realize that there's a window of opportunity in which we could make some money off of it. So, and we're in that window. All right, so that's where we are right now. That's what's going on with these prices. So here we go. Look at this. Is what I'm talking about. Keystone Pipeline worker. They breaks down after laying off team. Yeah, what did you guys expect? We knew that this was going to happen. This was the plan all along. We went from Trump made us energy independent. We didn't have to go import oil or any kind of energy from other countries once Trump got in office. As soon as Biden went in there, not only did he kill that, so we're no longer energy independent, but thousands of jobs have already been lost just like that. What did you expect? Now, this is why you should have been a lot more verbal about the event that happened on November 3rd. Because if you think it's bad now, we're only 1 week into this administration, and he's already been on a tear. Not just him, but so have the Democrats and the media and all these other sycophants. That's nothing. It's going to get worse. They're already setting the stage right now for a huge false flag event. So keep an eye on that, all right? Keystone Pipeline. So here we go. We're going to start importing oil from other countries. We never had to, but now we do. Without the Keystone XL, Canada set for record crude exports to the U.S. See, now we have to rely on other countries to get us our oil. That's not where we were just a couple months ago. So we went from, importing energy to now being energy independent and the world's #1 energy exporter to now we're importing again. Talk about totally destroying this country from the inside out. That's exactly what Obama did in 8 years. Trump fixed a lot of it. And now, as soon as Biden's in there, they realize they can't slow walk this agenda. It's going to have to be shoved through as quickly as possible. Now, those holding on to gold and silver, you're going to benefit big time. There's something about cryptocurrencies I'm still worried about, even so. So Canada is going to be setting, the value of oil is going to shoot up. There's somebody I was talking to who said they're anticipating oil to hit about $100 a barrel. I was like, by when? They go, spring. I was like, that's crazy because they're trying to steer away from oil. He said, that's here. Since we're now going to start importing it, they're going to jack the prices up big time and stick it to the United States. That's exactly what they're going to do. And I was like, yikes. So what does that mean? If you're holding on to Iraqi Dinar, that's a great thing as well. So nonetheless, the pipeline has been shut down. Tons of jobs have been, people have been laid off. It's only going to get worse, man. It's going to get so much worse. And having said that, this is why right now you're starting to see movement on gold and silver both. All right. So again, it's still early in the day. We'll keep an eye on it, but things seem to be moving pretty nicely. Okay. So it says Bitcoin falls as miners sell. So again, falls as miners sell. Institutions watch Yellen. See, this woman was against cryptocurrency. She thought it was a national threat. You know what I mean? So, and she's still, she's not a big fan of cryptocurrency. She had to backtrack her comments because, she became the Secretary of Treasury, and that just it looked bad. It caused the cryptocurrencies to drop. But the truth of the matter is, there's nothing out there supporting cryptocurrencies at all. It is just a big, huge Ponzi scheme. But again, you can make money off it if you get in there and get out real quick. All right. I know all the crypto people that love it. They, they get pissed when I say like that, something like that. But let's be honest. There are very, 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 very limited amount of cryptocurrencies that are out there, tokens that actually have legitimate use. Bitcoin has nothing. It's not being used for anything other than the fact that people are storing money on it. That's it. The only thing driving up its value, speculation. That's it. Ethereum, on the other hand, has tons of use cases. So, if they're going to do away with cryptos altogether, I can understand why. But if they're going to select some to stay behind, I know for sure XRP will be one, but it's not going to make you filthy rich like a lot of people think. It's going to be the new SWIFT system. That's all it is. I can see where they keep Ethereum behind with all the projects that are going on. As a matter of fact, if you go over to the website, they have a ton of new projects, and they seem to be the most busiest. And some of the people that helped put together Bitcoin have been working on programming Ethereum projects as well. So very good for Ethereum. But again, Biden's person here, excuse me, said Bitcoin's price dropped as much as 10% during the trading hours on Tuesday as Bitcoin miners started selling a large amount of their cryptocurrencies for the first time since October. There's not enough demand to absorb the additional coins on the market because institutions want an idea of how the new Biden administration would view Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Of course, I told you once Biden got in there, he's not a fan of crypto. Well, let me rephrase that. He's lined up more with the digital currency, the central bank currency dollar. That's part of the Great Reset because that's where his alliance is. That's where his allegiance is. So I won't say 100% he's against cryptocurrencies, but what he's going to try to do, and I have no doubt about this, and there's a lot of people talking about it, he is going to squash and kill the crypto industry. That's just my opinion. When that happens, we'll see. Or they're going to find a way to, really reel them in so they have better control of what's going on. But anyways, so as soon as this lady was going through her hearing, I knew right away the prices were going to drop. As soon as she got chosen, people are just unsure what she's going to do. I understand that she had comments backpedaling it, but I just don't trust that. Okay? So miners are selling off a lot of their Bitcoins. It's caused the market to drop a little bit, but now you're starting to see a rebound, like I said. Let's see if that continues. So the BIS chief blasts Bitcoin viability, prompting blowback from advocates. That's a big hefty boy right there. I don't care what you say. I don't know what his food bill is, but I would imagine it's a hefty bill. It says the chief banker at the Bank of Central Banks, Augustine, is that right? Augustine, cast doubt on Bitcoin's long-term viability Wednesday, saying it was only a matter of time before the 51% attack bring down the world's original cryptocurrency. Yeah, but it's rebounding today. That's the thing. Buy on the dip if you're planning on going really super long term. Okay? As soon as it drops, it's cost average. Caston's comments, which he delivered to the Hoover Institute, underscored his belief that Bitcoin fails as a currency, a medium of exchange, and a value storage mechanism working only as a speculative asset and seldom as money, which is true. You don't see people out there, I'm not saying they don't 100% because there are people that do. You don't see people out there using a lot of cryptocurrencies to do transactions. Okay? Of course, it's just a general statement, but for the most part, people use it as a form of asset, as an investment. Most people in our group do as well, including myself. Okay, he also issued a dire warning that to would-be Bitcoin investors, the center cannot hold. So again, I told you guys I don't have any faith in it. It's just another fiat currency, nothing supporting it. The only reason I like Ethereum is because of all the use cases. It's starting to embed itself into a lot of different industries that can use it for different business reasons. So very interesting to watch. And again, XRP, in my opinion, is the new SWIFT system. Above all, investors must be cognitive, or is that right? Cognizant? Sorry, my glasses ain't on. That Bitcoin may well break down altogether. I think it will. That's just my opinion. So anyways, scarcity and cryptography alone do not suffice to guarantee exchange. And not just that, there's no way bankers are going to allow anything to compete with the banking system. That's how they make their money. And that's what cryptocurrency was supposed to be, the alternative and cheaper way, more secretive way to do peer-to-peer transactions. And I told everybody when I first heard about this, it was a matter of time before the government started reeling everybody in and taking control, slapping regulations on there, the whole 9 yards. Ex-Goldman Sachs CEO Blankfein says governments would likely try to shut down Bitcoin if it becomes too successful. That's just what I was talking about, my man. Of course. Do you really think the bankers... So one or two things are happening. Do you really believe, ask yourself this question, if we've been telling you for decades that the problem that we have is the banking industry is too powerful. They control our politics around the world. They control a lot of businesses. They have too much influence over what goes on in each of our countries. If we're going to say to you that these cryptocurrencies that are come out, they're what we call a form of disruptive technology. Do you really think the bankers would allow that to successfully tear them down? Because that's what it would do if done properly. It would destroy the banking industry. There'd be a different way to do banking. Or is it smarter to think that they were actually behind this altogether? And they're just kind of bringing people in slowly but surely to get people to go 100% digital, which is really super bad. So anyways, as you're starting to see, there's all these little excuses that come up to do different things, like attack different cryptocurrency platforms, cryptocurrency tokens. Again, I think they want to limit the amount of platforms. They want to limit the amount of tokens. Don't be surprised to see that coming. But again, there is a window of opportunity, and I think we're in that now. All right. I'm thinking, because people say, well, what do you think is the end? I think it's going to be sometime in July. Okay. I might alter that particular feeling as time goes on, but there's something that I think is going to happen here between, I was saying this back in November, so something between then and July. After that, everything seems too risky for me on cryptocurrencies. That's just my opinion. And then I expect it to crash. Now, that doesn't mean it might not happen earlier. I'm just saying there's reason to believe that July is the target date. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong, but nonetheless, again, that's just my own opinion. I don't want to steer people one way or another. I just believe that myself based on some things I was reading. So anyways, his Bitcoin success at weathering the regulators, impending storm could serve to undermine its most appealing attributes, of course. So again, we talk about these things and investing and stuff like that. Cryptocurrencies, of course, they're doing really good. But it's driven by speculation. It really is. It's like a huge Ponzi scheme. It's nothing more than another type of fiat currency. There's nothing out there that anybody could tell me that justifies the value of Bitcoin. There's nothing out there that Bitcoin does. It's just a cryptocurrency. What does it do? What are its commercial uses? Can you cook with it? Can you provide food with it? Can you use it as a utility? A type of utility. Basically, all you could do is a type of transaction, period. But you could do that with your ATM card. So why is their tokens worth 40,000? There's nothing pushing that value but speculation. That's all it is. So what that means is once it gets to a certain price, people are going to jump out of it super quick. As a matter of fact, all the banks and all those investors that I was doing articles on that we saw moving, these retirement funds and all that were moving into cryptocurrencies, we saw them moving like Square for, what's his name? Jack Dorsey, Square. So for Square, what do we see? Well, Jack Dorsey moved 50 million into it. Okay. But have we seen, or do we know if any of these companies started slowly moving some of the money out as it started to jump up in value? Because I think that's what they did. See, they showed everybody that, hey, look at even the big dogs are pumping in millions into this. Trust the token. But what they're not telling you is, sure, if they got 50 million, they might be pulling out 200,000, every other day, just slowly, so it's under the radar, and they're getting their money back. But the original investment was just for hype. I don't know. I still trust more than anything gold and silver, especially silver, with all this push now for the Green New Deal. That is really going to jump up in value. Eventually, they can't continue to monopolize this. I know we keep saying that, but the truth is, they have a ton of tricks in the books to help keep it down, but they're starting to run out of tricks. You know what I mean? So this movement on gold and silver is good. It's nice to see the cryptocurrencies rebounding. That's why you don't ever panic when it drops down. Just hang tight. They will rebound. Hopefully, this whole last few months, you've been storing up on gold and silver. Since the prices have been flat, this gives you an opportunity to start stocking up. Hopefully, a lot of you have been storing up on your precious metals. So that's it for now, you guys. Let's keep an eye on the market and see where it goes. I'm feeling pretty good about it for the now. We'll see what happens here over this next couple of weeks. All right. That's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, helps out the channel, and I truly do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.